The weak always negotiate with comfort. They make deals with their alarm clocks. They compromise with their discipline. They beg their own minds for permission to rest. But the powerful? The powerful react with silence, and they never negotiate. Listen carefully to these first words, because if you've come this far, it's possible that you're tired of running after things that always seem to slip away when you want them most. What no one tells you is that the moment you start chasing comfort, you're already losing. Today, you will discover why refusing to compromise with your lower self is not a punishment, but a natural consequence of the pressure you didn't know you were applying to forge a masterpiece. Imagine the scene. You stand face to face with your own reflection in the dark. The world outside is cold, heavy, and indifferent. Fear tightens your chest, your heartbeat climbs your throat, and your instincts scream for escape back into the blankets. But another possibility emerges, the possibility of being calm, unshaken, and untouched by the noise of temptation, as still as a mountain under a violent storm. The ancient philosophers understood that chasing temporary relief is born from lack. Stay with me, because the keys of this process will make you see your choices, your desires, and your inner peace with a clarity you may never have experienced before. Wake up now. The regime begins. Sometimes you feel an urgent need to explain your failures to yourself, or to justify why you let your standards slide without warning. The natural impulse is to excuse, to seek clarity from a mind that wants to stay comfortable, to prove that you deserve a break. You think that if you sleep enough, if you present enough excuses, you will finally feel ready to conquer the world. You are wrong. Every word spoken from anxiety and laziness sends a silent message of fragility. When you cling to safety, you tell the world that you are not enough on your own. Look at your history. How many times have you entered a new week, felt the heat of motivation rise in your body, and then let reckless excuses shoot like arrows in the dark, killing your progress? Did it win you respect? No. It only feeds the chaos. Most of your anxiety does not come from hard work, but from an ego wounded by the constant accumulation of undone tasks. Every time you rush to reply to the siren song of comfort, you sound guilty. You are losing your center. Your mind softens in the wrong way. Your body releases tension prematurely, and your energy stops gathering. It scatters. You have turned your mind into a house with no doors, where any cheap distraction, any lazy habit, and any excuse can walk right in and take the wheel. Here is the truth that will sting. Emptiness attracts. Pressure repels. That is why those who stop demanding instant gratification end up receiving long-term power. And that is why those who try to convince themselves of a worth they haven't earned, through labor often push true success away. In social environments and personal habits, the strategy of the crowd is noise, comfort, and compliance. But noise is weak. Rigidity in your excuses is just fear, wearing the mask of strength. Most internal confrontations follow the exact same patterns. Your anger at your lack of progress often hides fear. Your endless explanations hide deep, rotting insecurity. When you negotiate with laziness, you are throwing an emotional hook to your lower self, begging for a reaction of relief. If you give in, your stagnation wins. If you offer a justification, you submit. Disappearing for a while from the radar of cheap distractions and comfort is not a sacrifice. It is emotional independence. Let the world and your old self feel your absence. Let them notice that you no longer orbit around them. Absence of weakness weighs far more than 1,000 empty promises. The world cannot shake a person who does not shake themselves. If you stop taking your mood personally, you become untouchable. True strength appears when you are able to remain silent in the face of your mind's excuses, protecting your dignity from your own impulses. The weapon is simple: the execution of control. The ancient philosophers practiced the mastery of impressions, seeing your laziness exactly as it is, stripped of emotional paint. This mindset is sustained through a daily structure that keeps you firm when the world tries to shake you. Here is the 5-step architecture to lock your identity in place. Step 1. The dawn of control. When you wake up, don't pick up your phone. Don't look for external signs of motivation. Spend a few minutes visualizing your day as protected territory. If the lazy thought arrives, remain neutral. If it doesn't arrive, remain neutral. Your peace is the reward. Step 2. Voluntary fatigue. A strong body supports a steady mind. When you train and push your muscles to their limit, you teach your mind that discomfort does not defeat you. So when emotional silence or laziness appears, your body will remember that you have already endured far more challenging sensations. Step 3. The death of the ego. Ask yourself at midday whether what is disturbing your discipline today will matter 5 years from now. Most of your anxiety comes from an ego wounded by the idea of missing out. When the ego dies, the urge to negotiate dies with it. Step 4. The fasting of attention. Avoid posting just to catch someone's eye or announcing your goals to the crowd. Avoid indirect messages and silent requests for validation. Quiet execution beats loud intention. Someone who does not beg for attention becomes a mystery, and mystery attracts power. Step 5. The examination of conscience. Before going to sleep, review your day. Did you chase comfort? Did you beg for an easier path? Did you betray your own calm for crumbs of laziness? If so, forgive yourself, but commit to being stronger tomorrow. You win the next 60 minutes, every day. No negotiation. You stop playing inside your lower mind's frame. You begin designing. Philosophy is not meant to be read. It is meant to be lived. To sustain this steady mind under fire, you must train in private. Every single day, your instincts will test your composure. When a temptation provokes you and you choose to breathe instead of react, you reinforce your command. Self-control is a weapon that removes the need for all others. Master yourself, and the confrontation with laziness is already over. The real victory is not that an opportunity suddenly shows up, or that life becomes easy. The real victory is that you are no longer the desperate person you once were. You have broken free from the cycle of reaction. Rocks make noise when they fall, but it is the quiet river that shapes them. Remember, what belongs to your higher self will never move away because of your calm, only because of your anxiety. Realize that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Magnetism appears when you no longer need to cling to comfort. It appears when you can say, with a peaceful soul, "It would be good to rest, but I don't need it to be myself." If you are ready to abandon pursuit of cheap comfort forever, protect your inner peace and become the center of your own gravity. Subscribe to Stoic Rise. Building the habit of consuming content that strengthens your inner peace is a decision that shapes your emotional maturity. Do it now and continue building that version of yourself who no longer begs for convenience. Leave the noise behind. Go to the comments right now and type the word free. Let your own conscience witness your declaration. Your execution in the dark is your silent revenge. The regime begins today.